Bro, I don't know what they got going on in the world of Hunter x Hunter, but for Gon's dad to be gone for that long, that milk must be pretty good. Gon Freaks is honestly one of the best protagonists of shonen anime, and with all the overpowered character hype we have going on right now, this show is such a breath of fresh air. Despite being the protagonist, Gon manages to get his ass handed to him a lot. Even by the end of the show, Gon is still very, very far from being the strongest character in the story, but he never lets that get him down. Of course, he always strives to improve, but he understands that there will always be someone better than him and accepts that. Gon's journey teaches us 3 principles that can actually help us in our own lives. The world of Hunter x Hunter is full of incredibly powerful people and monsters, and some 14-year-old kid is not going to be the strongest. You generic power fantasy isekai. Gon, time and time again, is reminded of this reality, that he is just a very small fish in a very, very large pond. When Gon first learns Nen and is fighting against Guido in the Heaven's Arena arc, he understands pretty quickly that he won't be able to win. He doesn't get discouraged by this though. Instead of giving up and crying, Gon uses this fight to train his skills at the cost of his own life. By using Zetsu to suppress his Nen, Gon relies on his instincts to fight and attempts to do the best he can. He's still fucking lost, but Gon didn't care. He enjoyed the chance to hone his skills as a fighter and remained positive. If you couldn't be happy with yourself unless you were the greatest at something, you'd either not achieve it and be unhappy, or you would achieve it and then it would become meaningless to you and then you'd be unhappy. Right? No matter what, it is not the attainment of our goals that makes us happy, but rather the pursuit towards them. Just look at this video of Mike Tyson talking about the belt he won from boxing and you'll understand perfectly.
This is garbage. I can say I bled for garbage.
Reality is kind of boring. That's why we love fantasy stories so much, because we can escape from our mundane lives and experience something new and refreshing. When Mike Tyson achieved his wildest dreams, it just became part of his reality and it didn't mean anything to him anymore. If this tells you anything, it should be that external success should not be your main focus. Yes, of course, strive to be better. We are ambitious young men here, but how your day-to-day work makes you feel internally should be what you focus on. That's why we see Gon able to be happy throughout the series, because he always had something bigger to strive for and simply just enjoyed the process of training. Let's go back to when Gon was training with Bisky in the Chimera Ant arc. He literally went back to the basics in order to get stronger and was doing the exact same training as he did with Wing when he first learned Nen. You'd think that wouldn't happen, right? You'd think that if you were an athlete, you'd eventually just get so good that you wouldn't have to work on your fundamentals and you could just work on the advanced techniques and cool stuff, right? Well, in Ray Dalio's book Principles, he explains, while one gets better at things over time, it doesn't become any easier if one is also progressing to higher levels. The Olympic athlete finds his sport to be every bit as challenging as the novice does. We are ambitious young men here. Of course we are going to be striving to become great at something in our lives. Whether that's being an athlete or an artist or a high-achieving student, you must understand that your journey is never going to get any easier. If this is interesting to you and you want to learn more about how anime teaches you life lessons that make you a better person while also making some friends along the way, then consider joining our free Discord server. The link is in the description. If you go to the gym, you won't be lifting the same weight from your first time working out in your 10th year of working out, right? When you get stronger, you put more weight on the bar and then it becomes just as difficult. Now, you might be saying, well, that's fucking depressing. Life is always gonna be difficult now, huh? But it's actually pretty cool. Think about it. If you can get past the initial hurdle of resistance when you start something, then you'll have developed the skill to genuinely keep on making progress forever. It's that simple. Gon first needed to learn Ten to get onto the 200th floor of the Heaven's Arena, then he needed to learn Ren to beat Guido, and then for Gon's fight with Hisoka, he worked on Gyo and training through water divination. Every single time Gon needed to develop a new skill, the process felt exactly the same. He tries it, it's kind of difficult, he keeps pushing through the resistance, and then he gets it. The process is exactly the same no matter how strong he gets. What that means for you is the path to becoming excellent in your craft is simply a matter of you developing a singular skill. And what is that skill? It's discipline. If you look up the definition of discipline, you'll get some wishy-washy bullshit of an answer. Like, literally, bro, just look at this. The controlled behavior resulting from discipline. Like, dude, they fucking use the word in the definition. Like, they can't do that. You know what? Let me define it properly for you. For the sake of our conversation, discipline means the trait of doing difficult work when you don't want to do it. If you enjoy going for a run every single morning, then you aren't disciplined for running. It only counts as discipline when you do it in spite of the fact that you don't want to do it. When Gon lost his fight to Guido and Wing told him not to use Nen while he was recovering, Gon had to use discipline to obey Wing's orders because he really wanted to keep using Nen. The way you develop discipline is just like a skill in a video game. If you do a task that you know you should do but don't really want to, you gain a little bit of XP into your discipline skill. If you procrastinate a lot and never make progress on your goals, maybe it's because you're at a level 2 right now. Imagine if you had level 50 discipline, how trivial your tasks would seem right now. This is the secret. Push yourself a little bit every single day to do something that you low-key don't really want to do, and over time, it will get easier. Here's an easy actionable step for you to do. Next time that you're taking a shower, right before you're done and about to turn off the water, make the water just a little bit less hot. Stand there for maybe 10 to 20 seconds and just feel the temperature. It's not painful or anything, but it's not super comfortable either. It's still hot, but just slightly less hot than you would like. It's so easy, anybody could do it, but let's be honest, dude, it's such a small action that literally nobody will do it. Trust me, bro, if you can do this every single day and make the water just slightly less warm every single time, you will become drastically more disciplined in everything that you do in just a few months, effortlessly. This is the skill that you must develop if you want to find success in life. Try to focus less on the external success that everyone is so fixated on in this materialistic world. Understand that your work will not get any easier, and develop the trait of discipline to be capable of enjoying the day-to-day struggles that come with that. If you can do these things, then you are in a great position to achieve your goals. Imagine if all of your friends were working on developing their discipline and actively pushed you to be better when you felt like giving up. Wouldn't that be sick, dude? You'd probably make progress 10 times as fast in that environment. We are young men who are striving for something greater out of life. And those guys who sit in bed all day scrolling on TikTok don't understand us. Those guys will waste away their lives being average and mediocre. But we are different. This is a movement of young men who are taking back control of their lives and are using the lessons that we've learned in the anime we love to become better people. If you want to surround yourself with guys who resonate with this message, then click on the link in the description and join our free Discord community. We look forward to seeing you inside.